encourage somebody out there who's thinking about quitting and giving up. Somebody who has been praying for years for things to turn around. You're thinking about quitting, you're thinking about giving up. You are folding, you are caving in. This is for you.
You're in this storm and you're down on your knees and you're cold and you're weak and you feel like this is the end. You have a choice to either give up or keep going. Give up or get up.
Don't give up. Don't give up. Stay in it. Stay focused.
When you fail, try again and again and again. You just take one step at a time.
It's hard, but it's worth fighting. It's worth believing. It's worth mustering yourself up, standing up inside yourself. It's worth fighting relentlessly, never giving up.
I love the sun, but things don't grow because of the sun. You have to have some rain. And you've got to stop looking at rain in your life as something bad. My greatest moments didn't come from my greatest moments. My greatest moments came from my greatest defeats. Because it was during my defeat that I had to find a way to get back up. You thought for 1 minute that you broke me. You got me twisted. I am not phenomenally skilled, but phenomenally willed. I will not give up. I will not surrender. I will not quit. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop running towards your dream. Stay encouraged. Stay encouraged. Keep your head up. Stick your chest out. Continue to walk with pride. And know if it was easy, everybody would do it. It's not going to be easy, but we have what it takes. Their rough times are going to come, but they have not come to stay. They have come to pass. Don't say I'm having a bad day. Say I'm having a character building day. Don't look at night as darkness. Look at night as a new beginning.
Hello, beautiful family. That is my start for you. A beautiful motivational speech from Ben Lionel Scott. It's on benlionelscott.com. I hope it touched you, because that's what it was meant to do. And that kind of brings us into this live stream with these kind of messages, because we all may feel a bit wounded. Hello, beautiful family. Another Sunday afternoon. And here, no, sorry, oops, Saturday. It's a Saturday afternoon. We're doing it a bit differently today, because we have some other things that are going on. We have, tomorrow is the full moon, and so tomorrow I'll be in the Sound Healing Center facilitating the meditational journey, the healing journeys. So I won't be able to do a live stream. And tonight we're having Passover celebrations, so I have to do it today, early afternoon. Hopefully it fits some people, but those of you who it doesn't fit will watch it later. I've done some adjustment in my system, and it looks like the stream is finally working well and not buffering. And if it is buffering a bit, then, you know, we're doing our best over here. It is what it is. I would like to say hello to all the beautiful names on the screen. Chris Field, my beautiful brother. Saturday greetings to you. April, good to see your name. Robert, my brother. And Dawn, beautiful Dawn, you bombed me with so much love and gratitude over the last 2 weeks. Thank you, my love. Carrie, hello, beautiful Carrie, and Rebecca, and Stephanie, and Robert gave us another moon. Yeah, baby. So lots of cool things to talk about today. As always, the universe always provides us enough things to sit and talk about. You know, I've started with this kind of speech because it really sums up a lot of the astrology that is happening right now. We spoke about it last week in the build-up, and unfortunately, the live stream of last week got cut off 15 minutes before I ended it, really. So you've missed a lot of goodies at the end bit there, which is why I'm happy to do the live stream today, so I can talk about the full moon, which was in that last 15 minutes. But before that, I'll say hello to also Stephanie, Chag Sameach, thank you, and Hector hermano. Hola, you in Melbourne? Woohoo, for sure. Vale, venga. Abba, Shabbat Shalom, Chag Sameach, Chag Pesach Sameach. My dad is here greeting me for the happy Passover. Passover is a theme by itself we can speak about, because Passover represent Exodus. Exodus was basically in the times of Egypt, where the Hebrewites were the slaves to the pharaohs. And who the pharaohs were, we can talk about that a whole weekend, because there's a lot of esoteric teachings, but most likely the pharaohs were not fully from here, if you know what I mean. There were more multi-dimensional beings, more beings from another planet, another dimension that just came here, and there's an amazing document called the Emerald Tablets, if you're really interested. It's a very esoteric document. You can also find it on YouTube, but just be wary what you listen to. There's all kind of interpretations. The best thing will be to get your hands over the original document, which I'm lucky enough to have, and read it for yourself. It's a very interesting document. The Emerald Tablets. It's basically describing the entire story of the pharaohs in Egypt from the point of view of Thoth himself, which is describing in there. Thoth is wrote and glyphed with some kind of technology on an emerald crystal this text that is written in Atlantean language. And in this text, he describes how he is descended from Atlantis. He was the son of the king of Atlantis. And as he descended down, he basically, as Atlantis sank down, he came to Egypt and then raised the consciousness of the barbarian humans, as he called them, with all kind of magic wonders and stuff. Anyway, bringing us to Passover. Passover is the time where Moses, embodying the alchemist, went to the pharaohs and with acts of magic and alchemy, of course in cooperation with the divine forces, have managed to scare Pharaoh so much that Pharaoh finally allowed the Israelites to be released from slavery. And so they all escaped. And in that story, they escaped, and the Egyptians were running, chasing them, and they got to the Red Sea. And then Moses, with an act of alchemy again, spread the Red Sea into two, and the Israelite people walked through the Red Sea. And once they got to the other side, when the Egyptian came through the Red Sea, Moses closed the ocean on them. That's the story. And then they went for 40 years journey through the desert until they reached Israel, the land of Israel. So in this story, in this holiday, we are celebrating breaking out from slavery into freedom. That's the theme of Passover, breaking from slavery into freedom. Keep that as a title through this live stream, as we're going to talk about this full moon, which is so powerful. This is such a powerful full moon on a big scale, on a very big scale. And so on Sunday, tomorrow, we're having sound healing meditations. The 7 p.m. group is already fully booked, but I've added another group at 11 a.m., so we're going to have two groups. If you want to join us, it will be really beneficial and really healing. It's a very powerful full moon. Now YouTube is letting me know that there's a bit of buffering. It is what it is. I'll try and pull a trick that I... Okay, I'm back. I hope I'm back. Hiccups. Yeah, looks like I'm back. Cool. I did something. Hopefully it will help the streaming. So yeah, sound healing meditations, 11 a.m. is still open if you want to join us. I would like to also start finally doing it properly. And I'd like to say gratitude and love as always to my beautiful family, to our beautiful community on Patreon. Thank you for your ongoing support throughout all this time and for being a part of our community and a part of our family. And thank you for keep on allowing this community to really develop and evolve. Like the gardening group chat room is really booming. The crypto chat room is booming. It seems like there's an interesting dynamic moving in the community to different areas at times, and it's really awesome. And people are starting to create initiative to connect around like-minded subjects, like things that people are attracted to, and that's the purpose. The whole purpose was to bring like-minded, like-hearted people together that are in a similar frequency, and through that to start creating the new connections, the new organism. And so I'm so happy to see it starting to happen now. It's amazing. So keep it up, community. And thank you so much for your support. It's thanks to you that I can do this. If you want to join us, please do, because that's how it works over here. This is my offering to the community, to the world, to the people. Out of my good heart and goodwill, love to share what I know. And if you feel like giving back, feel free to join patreon.com/healingdelight. You can also go to my website, healingdelight.com, and over there you will find a landing page with all the affiliate links, connections to the crypto. If you are looking to get into crypto and you don't know what to do and how to do, you can start by looking at the links on my website. And if you use my links, it will support me back, so that will be greatly appreciated as well. And on top of that, if you need some more guidance, if you want to be a part of a community that is here to empower each other and to support each other, to educate and to give all kind of opinions and help, then that's what we do day by day. So join the community on Patreon and you could be a part of that. And if you need some more personal assistance, you can book yourself for a crypto coaching session, which is another thing I offer now to people. If you need help to set it up, to get it going, to know how to do it right, what to do right, what not to do, this is what I'm here for. My main purpose is to help people do it in a safe and secure way. I'm a Taurus first. Safety is first. And once we do it in a safe way, then Taurus can also manifest the abundance. Now, we are ending March. Bitcoin is doing a correction. This is the last opportunity for people who haven't managed to hedge themselves at least a bit with Bitcoin. This is your last opportunity before we take off. It is not a financial advice. I am not a financial advisor at all. I'm just a loving man that loves to share what I know. And I've predicted all this long time ago. Most of you know it already. And here it is unfolding. And now we are really getting close. We are really getting close. From May, things are starting to get really weird. From even mid-April, things are starting to get weird. Reality is going to start getting weird. And everything is good until it's not good. And if you will wait until it's not good, that might be a very unpleasant experience, with a lot of stress, anxiety, fear, panic, pain, hurt, loss, whatever. But if you act in advance with the loving awareness I'm giving you, then you don't have to get to that place of fear, anxiety, FOMO, fear of missing out, anxiety, disempowerment, woundedness, hurt, pain. I've missed out, I should have, could have, would have, why didn't I, why did I? Prevent all that by using loving awareness, which is what we do, in order to know how to plan our path, how to act upon our life. And so when I'm talking to you about Bitcoin, I'm not coming from a place of a financial advisor. I'm not coming from a place of a greedy man that wants you to, let's chase the money, let's chase the money. No, it's not about that. It is about empowerment. I would love to empower you to understand the times we live in. We are living in times of paradigm shift. We are all feeling it. Everything is weird. We are in chaos. Kali Yuga. It's all weird. It's all strange. It's all chaotic. Nothing is known. Nothing is certain. Everything is mutable. Everything is changeable. The weather is weird. Mother Earth is weird. Humans are weird. Society is weird. Our leadership is weird. The law and order is weird. Everything is weird. The health is weird. Everything. Relationships are weird. Financials are weird. Markets are weird. Stock markets, real estate, crypto, it's all weird. And there's a lot of like, what should I do? What should I do? And what you see is that different people take different actions. Some people take a conscious action from a centered place that I've sat, I've listened, I've learned, I've done my homework, I've done my research, I've come up with my plan. Now I'm going to actualize my plan. I'm going to act upon my plan. I'm going to plan my trade and I'm going to trade my plan. It's as simple as that, because if you will try to trade without planning, you will find yourself in emotional roller coaster as everything goes up and down and change and move, and you will make mistakes that you can prevent. If you will set your trade plan in advance, you say to yourself, this is my commitment, this is my plan, this is what I'm gonna sell, this is what I'm gonna buy, and I'm sticking to that, and I'm not allowing the emotional moments to interfere with my plan. It's set. Of course, you can have minor adjustments, but it's a set plan. And then when the time comes, all it takes is like tick, 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 tick. You're not like, should I? Oh no, I don't know, I'm confused anyway. I'm looking around, going to YouTube, I'm going to this, I'm going to that. Someone tell me what to do. Can someone please tell me what to do? No. You need to tell yourself what to do. You need to have your own plan. You need to decide for yourself. That is what it's all about. It's about empowering you to know what to do, how to do it in the best way possible, and how to be healthy mentally, emotionally, physically, with all that is involved. And so back to the bottom line, Bitcoin is now doing a correction. Let me open it while I'm talking about it. Bitcoin is doing a healthy correction. Correction takes a while. It doesn't take a day. It takes a while. As the wave was going up, the wave also needs to come down, because a wave goes up and down. It doesn't just go boom to the moon without any downwards movement. It has to balance itself. It's simple. It's like, look at everything. Look at sound wave, light wave, waves in the ocean. If you can see measurement of air, how the air flows, okay? How the sun and the stars and the planets, everything has waves. They don't just move like that, they also move like that. The solar system moves on the galactic disk. 12,000 years, 12,000 years, 12,000 years, 12,000 years. Everything moves in waves. Our DNA is a wave. Everything goes up and down. Everything moves. And so if we had a nice rise from $3,780 US up to $61,900, that's amazing. That's nuts. Like, woo! It has to have a break like that in order to gain the momentum for the next rise. And the next rise is going to be absolutely monstrous, ballistic, explosive, like we won't even understand what just hit us. Because we are looking at Bitcoin becoming a safe hedge against the financial reset, against the financial disaster. Now, when you say disaster, you go, what do you mean disaster? That is also set in the wave. When you look at the long-term debt cycle, it's 100 years. So 1929 was the Great Depression, into the 30s, and then from there, after the World War, we started to come up, and here we are in 2021, 91 years later. So now we're in the 91 years, and we're coming to this kind of end of this another 100-year cycle. So even when you look at that as the chart of humanity and economy, then you're really starting to get the picture. Like I always say to the group in the chat room, you always zoom out. Don't look at the 1 hour chart, 15-minute chart, 4-hour chart. Even the day can be ignored until you watch the weekly chart and the monthly chart and the yearly chart. And only when you zoom out, when you look at the yearly chart, let's say you look at the yearly chart of Litecoin, for example. Let me find it now. I'll show it to you. No, not this. This. Sorry, 1 second. There we go. And I put it on the monthly. There we go. I'll share with you this picture now. Have a look at that. Here is Litecoin multi-month here. Yeah, so this first candle here is July 2017. So when you look at it from this kind of perspective, you see a very powerful down. Now, where do you think all this accumulated energy, where do you think it's going to go to? Right? So you see these massive red candles, right? You say, oh my God, this is going to zero. Poor people, they lost their money, right? But the smart money is buying here. The smart money is buying where there's blood in the market. They buy into the fear. Now, it's a gamble. It's a risk, of course, because you don't know for sure it's going to jump. That's why you need to do homework into the project, into what's going on there. What is it for? What's the use case? Who is behind it? Who is working on it? What's the development? When it comes to Litecoin, the opinions are divided because Charlie Lee, the creator, have sold his Litecoin at the top. That's the big story. So all the time they hold it against him that he, the creator of Litecoin, sold it at the top and dumped it on these people. So that's kind of the negative narrative around Litecoin. But Charlie Lee never stopped working on Litecoin even after he sold his Litecoin. And the other side is saying basically that was a smart move because Charlie Lee removed himself from Litecoin as the head of it, so it cannot be stopped, just like Bitcoin. Now, it's a good point because if you don't have a director and you don't have a CEO and it's a project that's run by itself, it's as in the same category as Bitcoin. There's no one there to stop it. The other thing about it is also that Litecoin, as not as many other networks, Litecoin was created by Charlie Lee based on the code of Bitcoin. So it's not competing with Bitcoin. It's not trying to be a different thing to Bitcoin. It's functioning on the same code of Bitcoin, which means that every update that is done on the Bitcoin blockchain will be also updated on the Litecoin. And Charlie Lee's intention was to be, if Bitcoin is the gold, then Litecoin will be the silver. So Litecoin will be faster and cheaper. So people will use the Litecoin to do the transactions while they will use the Bitcoin to hold their wealth. That's the theory, basically, of Litecoin. I'm just talking about Litecoin as one example that when you look at this monthly chart, you see that this is to me, this is yummy, this is delicious. Then I move into the weekly. And in the weekly, then I'm seeing this, it's starting to rise. This is looking good to me. If I'll put, this is the EMI lines, but if I'll put the Bollinger Band, this is very, very low. Look at that. So usually when the EMA bands come to a very narrow funnel, there will be explosive move, or downwards or upwards. But in this case, we are already licking the bottom, 0.033. The top was 0.025. So 90% down will be 0.0025. We're still not in the 90% down. This is 87% down. So chances we will touch the 90% are possible. Chances we will touch the 93% down or 95% down before we'll jump up is possible. But when it will happen, you see this needle? It happened in a minute. It just dropped, boom and boom. And so if we will see something in the same fashion like it happened here, the only way to catch it will be to place like a buy order in advance on a Binance. This is a chart from Binance. And yeah, so you will see it's possible that if we go to the daily now, yeah, here's the daily. It's possible you see like here, suddenly a sharp needle down, and it's 1 minute. This was literally 1 minute. So it's possible that we'll see another one that goes like boom, and here we go. We're off to the races. I am not advising anything, but I'm telling you that I believe in Litecoin. I love Litecoin, and yeah, I am excited. You see this here, over here? This is a good divergence. It's going green. So this is, I will say this is the final dip of the monthly chart of Litecoin. This is the final dip. So for example, that's how I look at it. I zoom out way out. And if we go now to Bitcoin, let's go to Bitcoin just so I can, there you are. So here's the monthly of Bitcoin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles, 6 monthly candles. This is amazing. We've got 4 more days to the end of this monthly candle. Most likely we ended green. and then we have to have a bit of a red. We just have to. It's just that's the way it is. It has to have a breather. Could it peak a bit more to 65, 67, 70 and then crash? Maybe. But regardless, in the big picture, if I go now to the weekly, see? It's a very nice chart. We went up a lot, quite a lot. Look, from 3782 to 61844. That's amazing. That is amazing, basically. That's amazing. Okay? So what I see is that now we have to come down. And usually we're playing with the EMA lines. And so when you look at the EMA lines, let me cancel the Bollinger Band. You see, you will see it here. The white one is the 21 EMA. And the yellow one is the 50. Okay? Now, you see, if you look at it like that, you see that we had one touch here, two touch here, three touch here. It didn't even touch, yeah? But it's kind of like a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and now the fifth start. And now we need to have the 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we start up again. So this, what I see, is that now we're going to come down, we're going to test the 21 EMA line, and then we're going to start curving up and go. This will be your final chance. The next few weeks, now it can happen in a day that suddenly it will dip and then jump up and move sideways. But basically, I believe we are looking at 39,000 US dollar to 43,000 US dollar. This will be the range. Now, that's the kind of trying to catch the bottom range. If you want to be safe, 43,500 US or 44,000 US. This will be kind of a safe place to get it. This candle is 43,000. You see this bottom of this red candle? That's 43,000 US. So most chances, it's all we do a double bottom here, 43, or we go a bit down below to the 41, 40,000 maybe 39 something if we're lucky, and then we're off, and we are off. I'm talking off. Not like a little bump. I'm talking off. Off to the moon, to Mars, to the galactic sun. The galactic sun. So, yeah, this is a bit of crypto for you. Okay, so why did I speak about crypto before I go into the full moon? Is because I wanted to show you why I am saying that this is your final chance to get Bitcoin in these prices of mid-40s into maybe even 40,000. And, don't be upset why you didn't buy it earlier. Just simple, have a plan and be ready to act when the time is right. The best thing to do is to prepare yourself in advance. So in my affiliate links on my website, you will find a link to Caleb and Brown. Caleb and Brown are the only brokerage worldwide for cryptocurrency. And they are underneath a lot of pressure. They are underneath a lot of global FOMO. They have like over 3,000 people waiting to be assigned to a broker. So if you do want to get in, I recommend you to act on it as soon as possible. The reason why I recommend them is that they are the safest option out of all the options. And you also get a service of a broker that can help you if there's troubleshooting, things like that. And also the idea is that you just get the best exposure to the market in the best opportunity. When we will get to the peak of the bull market, usually that's where the problems begin. Exchanges get jammed, they can suddenly kind of like block out, temporary maintenance, all kind of different excuses, trades suddenly freeze, you can't execute your trade. There's all kind of tricks in this industry. But through Caleb and Brown, once your funds are sitting with them ready to be sold in a certain sell order that you have kind of assigned, you're done, and you have the peace of mind. And so that's why I recommend them. Of course, there were a few people this week that had a few issues there. And I just want to explain to you, is like, you need to understand, we are not talking about entering an old school market that has a whole infrastructure. No, we're talking about an emerging market of cryptocurrency. And through me, I'm connecting you with the only brokerage worldwide. People from all around the world are contacting them and buying in big budgets from them. And so you need to understand under what pressure they are. they are in the front line of this tsunami. They are like people from all around the world chasing to hedge themselves through Bitcoin. Bitcoin is being sought after by millions and billions of dollars around the world. And so, have an understanding for them, because they are awesome people, they are really good people, and they are in the front line. They're underneath a lot of pressure, a lot of FOMO from everywhere, trying to help everyone. And so obviously as we go progressing further and further into the bull market, they will be under more and more and more pressure. And we, as a community of love vibration, our job is to be the ambassadors of compassion, of understanding, of loving communication, even though sometimes we may be challenged because it may be things that happen to us that we're not happy about. But we have to keep on coming to that place of, let us be the agents of love. Let us be the agents of compassion and understanding, because we want to birth a new age. We want to birth a new world. We want to birth a new way of living together. A new way, instead of giving each other anger or frustration or upset, it's more to just be with each other and understand that we are all humans. We all have shadows. We all have issues. We all have traumas. We all have pains. We all processing it. We all living in the same weird traumatic reality. And we all want to feel safe. We all want to feel secure. And everyone wants to help everyone. But let's help each other first by our attitude, by the way we come across to each other, by the way we become those that understand the other. Even though the other may not understand us, we will offer that understanding, because then we are inspiring, then we are teaching, then we are embodying what we wish to see in this world. And this got to do a lot with this full moon too. So bottom line, if you want to get in, Caleb and Brown is the best, safest place I will send you to. You will find the link on my website. It's the first option there. And through me, you get a discounted fee for your trades. So it's also a bonus for you to use my link. And if you'll join our community, I might be able to assist you in some ways. And if you need some help with the setup, then we're talking about direct connection with them. So I will do my best to help you in that way as well. So yeah, lots of goodies for you to connect with if you need it. That was the crypto. So zoom out. Don't get caught in the emotional drama of all the YouTubers and all the headlines, and Elon Musk says that, and this said that, and they did that, and they did that. There will always be stories, because what I found in 3.5 years of watching the market, it's amazing, because you think that the market reacts to stories, but it's actually, I found this the opposite. The stories are timed to the times in the market that the market need to make certain moves. So when the market chart is coming to a place where it needs to crash, suddenly the bad news will come out, and suddenly there will be some drama and some confusion and putting fear into investors and da-da-da-da. Weak hands are losing, selling, and getting out of the market, doing a mistake. Strong hands, hodl. We hodl. But then when we need to suddenly go up in the price, suddenly the good news comes. Suddenly that company bought billions of dollars. Suddenly this one did that. Suddenly it's fun, it's entertaining, but don't get too caught in it. It's all just mumble jumble. At the bottom line, the picture is simple. Bitcoin is a safe hedge against the reset of dollar, the reset of the monetary system. It's going to happen gradually and then suddenly, okay? When that suddenly comes, it will be too late, because you'll already be stuck with the millions of people around the world that are trying to do something. And so the idea that I have shared with everyone all these years is that the plan is simple. Throughout history, in the Great Depression, the smart money, what they did is they sold their stocks and their bonds, and they bought gold and silver. Then gold and silver did well, real estate and stocks crashed, and they bought real estate. That's how they became the real estate tycoons. Now, the same thing happens now, where we are going to experience a similar reset, a similar crash. We don't know to what extent exactly, we don't know to what degree exactly, but this time I actually believe that it will be on the biggest scale we ever knew, because the entire world economy is based on US dollar. Until US dollar, the economies were kind of separated in some way, but the US dollar brought everything under the same umbrella. The entire world is trading based on US dollar. And that's why you see now the dynamic between countries, China and Iran and Russia, kind of breaking out of the dollar slowly. So the reset will injure the dollar. And it also coincides with the fact that this year we're going to see very soon, actually. Wow. Yeah, very soon. Wow. I need to get into that. But very soon, if not already, it's coming up very soon. Pluto is going to be on the exact point he was in the Declaration of Independence, which means that Pluto has done a full circle since the birth of the United States of America. And he's coming back. And Pluto is a reckless agent of evolution. Pluto is creating death and rebirth, deep transformation. It's around the abuse of power, abuse of money, abuse of sex. How much corruption came into human consciousness from the American culture? And I love Americans and I love America, so there's nothing to put them down here. It's just to identify the archetype. But how much corruption came into our consciousness since the American culture have basically infiltrated all our media? And it's through music clips, it's through movies, it's through entertainment, it's through celebrities and their influence. And just reflect for a moment in this 30, 40, let's say 40 years, let's say from the 80s, is when America really started spreading into other countries' entertainment. How much did we get influence in the archetypes of sexuality? You know, everything is sexualized. Movies, if you don't have a sexual scene, it's a shitty movie. Video clip, if you want to succeed and become very, up in the charts, then you want to entertain the viewers, so you put in some, feminine flash on it. Why not? A bit of very minimal clothing, a bit of sexual kind of connotations, and you've got the audience entertained. And through the movies also influence of relationships, of, the fantasy of how a love story is. Everything was presented to us so nicely in the 80s and the 90s, and we all thought that marriage is this, and family is this, and life is this. We were basically sold like an illusion that life is this thing. You never see what happened in the movies after it ends, right? It always ends in the most beautiful way, and you think like, oh, wow, I want life like that. Now it's with reality TV, People sit at home, it's like, oh, wow, the Kardashians have such a great life, I want to be like them. And then they go and they start putting Botox in their bum. Young girls going doing plastic surgeries because they want to have the boobs of the TV and the bum. Like plastic surgeons are saying, like, there is a massive rise in 18, 19, 20 years old girls that come in to do plastic surgery, which is almost ridiculous because in that age your body is in its perfect tone. But no judgment here, but I'm just saying it just shows us where we got as society. And just say hello, Maggie, tune in from the beach. Wow, amazing. Dana, Chag Sameach. Steven, hello, brother Steven. Thank you for the love. And Van der Pol, hello, beautiful Charlotte and Barend. And Maya, oh, Giddy. I'm only seeing a graph. Just woke up now. All I can see is lines and country. Morning. What planet are we on now? Giddy, you funny boy. I'm going to steal all your money and going to put it... Giddy is an old school friend, and he's in South Africa, so he allows himself to be silly because, I can't get him to give him a bit of a smack on his bottom. But yeah, so... hello, Janeline. Good to see you, family. So, the fact that Pluto is coming to that point of America birth chart is also another support of the death and rebirth of the US dollar. It's the death of the old money and the birth of a new money. That's what it's about. This week there was an article that Germany is now working on their own blockchain, not CBDC, not electronic German coin, but a blockchain by itself that will be for German money. Amazing. So it's happening. It's already happening. As I said, gradually, then suddenly. So, if you have like a fade in and a fade out songs in a nightclub, you're dancing and the DJ is doing a great job. And what he's doing in a fade in, fade out, he's keeping the beat, tum, 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 tum. But then he's fading out the old song and he's fading in the new song. So it sounds like, yeah, 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 yeah. But at the middle, they sound like, yeah, but then suddenly it goes, hey, 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 it's out, and it's only there. Okay? So we are now in this kind of coming to the conjunction of the new money and the old money. And as we're going to get closer and closer to the conjunction, it's going to get more chaotic, more eruptive, more intense. So you want to put yourself in the right place at the right time before, not when, before. For that, you need time. You need time to create an account. You need time to move the money. You need time to communicate the buy and whatever you want to do. So that's what I'm saying. You've got April. You've got the next few weeks. Go, 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 go. All planets are moving direct. And this is not just about crypto. This is not just about your investment. It's about your life in general. It's about your relationship, your finance, your job, your career, what you want in life, how you want it in life. It's like go, initiate, create, plant the seeds now. Because in May, we are chucking a Yui and everything starts to go retrograde and we're starting to have a bit of a weird reality. Okay? Leave alone that from April, the out of space news are going to start to slowly drip into human consciousness through the mainstream media. And the appearance is near as well. It's also a part of it. How near, I don't know, but it's near. It will be a part of it. We will see spaceships in our sky, in our lives. That's for sure. And when that happens, reality is going to be shattered for all of us. The paradigm will be shifted for all of us in that moment. Just because. Simple as that. So we are facing a lot of weird energy. That's what I'm trying to say. And drink some water. Now, if we're facing weird energy, this can make us feel vulnerable. It can make us feel wounded. We can be hurt. We can feel pain. We can feel the anxiety or the fear or the worry or the doubt. We can experience old pain emerging through the current pain. And I'm talking about that because of Chiron. So I will get to the full moon. But now, after all this blah, 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 the last thing I will say before I'm going to the astrology is that we have 698 subscribers to our YouTube channel. Wow! We need 2 more, and we're in the 700. So if you're not subscribed yet, please join us. Press like on this movie, subscribe to our channel, then you will help us spread out more, and you will be notified, and everyone's happy. So it's what about, share your support. I'm here to support you. If you can support me back, that would be awesome. Many ways to support me. Liking the YouTube movie and subscribing to our channel is the most simple, basic one. Joining our Patreon community is awesome and will be greatly appreciated. Besides, you'll get so much out of it. I'm not joking. You want to come and use my services to get some healing services, or if you need to do healing work, if you need meditations, if you need sound healing, come, join it. And that's all the ways you can support. And if you want to get into crypto and you use my links, basically you support me as well. So, you can always go and find the link on the internet. But if you feel like supporting, it's not hurting you. You just do it through me and then, I get a bit back. Just a bit of help. Any bit helps, So I want to take you into yesterday. I hope you had a good Friday because I had a very weird Friday. Very, very weird. I'm going now a day back. And now I move a few minutes. And yesterday, Friday, I made my mouse bigger. You see, I'm working on improvements for you guys. So is this Adelaide again? Yes, it's still Adelaide. Let's change it to Melbourne. There we go. I don't know why it's doing that, but here we go. Melbourne, Friday. Let's see if it's right. There we go, here. 4:51 p.m. 4:51 p.m. yesterday, exactly 24 hours. Exactly. We are now 4:46. Exactly 24 hours ago. Venus, here on your 1 o'clock, have joined the Sun on the 5th degree of Aries. 5th degree, 47 minutes. And this is the day where the sun ate Venus, eclipsed Venus. Now, I hope it will not hurt the live stream too much, but I want to show you something. Hopefully, I will just do it shortly in case, so it won't disturb the buffering. But why is it here? Yeah, oops, just a second, I'm trying to fix it. Okay, how can I minimize this? That's weird, strange. I don't want it here, I want it here. I'm having a glitch in the system. Oh my goodness. Okay, doesn't work. I don't know what's going on here. Doesn't work. I wanted to do something, but if I'll do this, what if I'll do this? Let's see. I'll move this here. It's important because I want to show you it in the visual of how it actually looks like. Because what it means really, it takes me too long. Wow, what a bummer. I really wanted to show you this. Let me work on that. Let me see. Give me 2 minutes. Bear with me. Zip some water. This is important. I should have set it up before. But hey, no one is perfect, right? And that's what this is about also. Chiron, full moon with Chiron. We are not perfect. We all have our wounds. We all have our traumas. We all have our pain. And we need to, make peace with it. And no. This one? No. I'm getting there. Oh, I got it. Okay, I got it. Here we go. I got it. You see? Patience pays. Patience pays. Hopefully it will work well with the stream. Okay, well, here you go. I'm gonna put it on, and there you are. So here is our solar system. Let's zoom in, and this is it. You see? Here's the Earth. Here's the Earth. Here's the Sun. Here is Venus. And so Venus is now invisible to us. Okay? Venus is invisible. And it will happen for 40 days, 40 nights until Venus, if I run it forward, then you'll see. We move it faster. 40 days, 40 nights. Here we go. I'm going to move it here. See, we'll see Venus coming from the other side. Only the... Still not. Let's move it. Here we go. Here it is. This is when Venus will rise as the evening star. Okay, you see what it is? So Venus entered when it was here. Venus entered, and Venus hid behind the sun, and now Venus comes out from the other side, and then it will rise as the evening star. Now in these 40 days, if I go backward, no, I want to go backward. Stop. Here I am. If I go backward, we go back to now, which is here. Here we are again. So here is Venus, like this is Venus conjunct the Sun. That's how it looks like. Mercury is here. Here is Mars. So Mars is also playing with these energies. You can see there's these beautiful alignments here going on. Uranus is out there. There's Uranus. And there is Neptune. There's Jupiter and Saturn. So Jupiter and Saturn in Aquarius, Pluto here in Capricorn. Venus has entered Aries. So we're having, and here's the moon, you see? So that's the full moon. So we're going to have a full moon of, where is Chiron? Where is Chiron? Chiron, where are you? Oh, Chiron is not on. I'll add Chiron later. But we're having a full moon. When? No, not backwards. Sorry. Forward. We're having a full moon on the 20. There we go, there we go. Stop. A full moon. Moon, Earth, Sun, Venus, and Chiron's supposed to be here somewhere. Where is Chiron? Can't see it. But that's basically how our solar system looks like. Now, if I'll zoom out, then basically you will see how this is our solar system. I'm zooming all the way out. Look how massive. Look how massive. Look how massive. Okay? This is how massive it is, this universe. And if I look at it like that, then you will see that right now we are on the equator. You see? Here's the great central sun. Now, we are only here, this is billions of years until, you see how it all spirals? We are spiraling into the galactic center. Okay? This will take a lot of time. But look how many solar systems, look how many universes, look how many galaxies. It's not, it's crazy. But on top of the fact that we are spiraling, we are also moving 12,000 years above it. It's like 6,000 years, 6,000 years, 6,000 years, 6,000 years. And so as we move that, now I'll zoom in and you will see we are moving through a massive photon belt. Okay? All this, we are literally moving through the galaxy. And look how much I'm zooming in just to get into a, there you go. There's Aries, Pluto, Uranus, Neptune, Saturn. Here we are. Okay? Look how much we're zooming in. But what I wanted to show you through all this is to understand what it is that Venus is now conjunct the Sun. It means that we don't see Venus now for 40 days, 40 nights. And then Venus will come out on the other side and become the evening star. This event that is happening right now with Venus and the Sun begins a new cycle of Venus of 1.5 years. It takes her around 7 months to do this journey. And then 40 days, 40 nights, she disappears. And then another 7 months to do this journey as a morning star. And then 40 days, 40 nights. And then again. They're around 7+ months. Okay? So it's a 1.5 year cycle which begins on this weekend, on this full moon. And this is very significant. Now, the fact that it starts in Aries, which is the most initiative star sign, is also very powerful. Now let me go back to my screen. Hopefully you enjoyed a bit of that. I always enjoy this program. It's nice. So this is how it looks like when you see on your chart in 1 o'clock Venus conjunct the Sun, which means that the Earth is between, like there's Venus, there's the Sun, and the Earth is on the other side. And that means basically, the Venus basically here, the Sun, and here's the Earth. The Earth is at the center of this chart. It's Venus, relationships, values, beauty, fashion, physical health, safety, security, stability, money, finance, investments, real estate, physical health, if I didn't say it before, sexuality, sensuality, love, affection, the quality of life. It's the feminine archetype, Venus, Mars the masculine, Venus the feminine. So we're having a very big process here of transformation. In the 40 days, 40 nights of Venus behind the Sun, the mythology story is that Venus is going down through 7 gates into the underworld. Venus starting a journey into the underworld for 40 days and 40 nights. And it's like the 7 chakras, and it's like the 7 gates and 7 levels. And every every week she goes down lower. It's another initiation, another strip, and another strip, and another strip, and another strip, until at the end she is basically at the heart of Shambhala, in the heart of the underworld, basically stripped naked from all her attachments and all her old self. It's a big reset of the archetype of Venus and the feminine in our life. And it happens on this full moon weekend, which is very, very powerful. And full moon, we know it's about release, it's about letting go, it's about purging. Full moon brings up the emotions. The moon, lift up the tides. There's high tide on the full moon. And so the same way our bodies are made out of mostly water, we're experiencing a high tide inside of us. Inner processes coming up to be confronted, to be illuminated. Full moon, it's fully illuminating. And the moon is the feminine, the emotions. So it's a full illuminations. And the feminine represent the unconscious, the hidden, while the masculine is the sun, like the conscious, the light. And so we have illumination of the unconscious, illumination of the hidden emotions, illumination of the underlying process that is kind of kept underneath by the masculine sun. Suddenly it's shining and it's like, no, this is how I feel. Here is my feeling. Here is my needs. Here is. And it comes out, so we will acknowledge it and recognize it and release the pain and release the suffering and release the blockage, release the struggle. Kind of cleanse the temple, cleanse it, wash it with water, washing our temple with water. If we need to cry, if we need just to be in meditation, if we need to just do something nice for ourselves, to get a massage or to get healing or to walk in nature in this beautiful day, whatever it is that can help us connect deep within and understand what each one of us is going inside of us. And so Venus territory is very highlighted in this full moon. And it's been going on for the last month. We started the new moon also with Venus alignment. So we said that this is a very powerful time for relationships. And it's kind of a make it or break it commitments. It's kind of a big junction, a big decisions, because you couldn't ask for it to be more significant and more symbolic when you look at the other planets that are involved in this. So personally for me, yesterday when Venus conjunct the Sun, I had such a terrible migraine, just a script on me out of nowhere, dropped me to bed. I found myself going to get body treatment, myotherapy, and suddenly I was like in body care, taking care of my body. I wasn't able to function doing other things. I had to go inside and rest and be in resting mode and sleep mode. I found very symbolic for me that at the time of the conjunction, I was knocked out in bed, basically. Literally in that time, I was knocked out in bed. So I don't know what you felt, but I've seen this week quite a lot of people, and people are. There's some confusion in the air. There's a lot of questions in the air. There's a lot of decision to make. There's a lot of, desires. Some people are doing very good, which is good on you if you are excellent, and some people are challenged. And it doesn't matter who you are and what you are and where you are, but what matters is that that's who you are right now, and you need to honor that. Don't worry about what others feeling or doing, or why am I not like them, or things like that. That's another form of FOMO. Let's drink a bit more water. You know how they say, the neighbor's grass is greener. Not many people realize, but the neighbor grass is greener is because they fertilize it with lots of shit. Just a bit of a dad joke. a bit of humor is always good. Clara, hello Clara from Sweden, you've joined us finally. Oh, you had headaches too, Jess. Yeah, if you had headaches over the last few days to a week to two, this week my son was knocked out with a headache, then my wife was knocked out with a headache, and then me. This is a lot of symptoms of where we are planetary in our solar system, but also what I've showed you now in the solar system visual, the fact that we are going through this massive photon belt of the galactic center, the galactic disk. This is very high frequency. We are being bombarded into our DNA into our light codes. We are being bombarded with a whole new level of light frequencies. We are rising into the light. We are awakening. We are being upgraded. That's the thing, you need to remember that. What we always said in the live streams from 2020, the big picture is that we are actually awakening. We're actually transcending. We are actually going through an upgrade and a shift of consciousness to a whole new paradigm. But right now we're experiencing the chaos and the destruction of the old frequency, the old paradigm. And so chaos is uncomfortable. It's not fun. It's unpleasant. We are all challenged in many ways, but the bottom line is that we have to keep on trusting this process. We have to keep on trusting ourselves, and we have to stay in tune with who we are to know what we need to do based on our truth. So all this energy is happening in Aries. Venus and the Sun, 5th degree conjunction yesterday. If I'll move it now to now, and this will take us to Venus is now on the 7th degree, 2 minutes. The Sun is on 6th degree, 47. Even though it's a different number, they're really only 15 minutes, astrological minutes away. It's still conjunct. It's still happening. They are together all this week. They are together since the middle of last week. They are together. And so this process of relationship and finance and investments and crypto and silver and gold and real estate, and it's all happening. I've seen this commercial in the TV this week, something promoting shopping in Melbourne City, and they literally put like the word FOMO in big letters all over the screen. It's like, join the FOMO. And I was like, far out, man. The FOMO is injected into the narrative everywhere you look. People are in FOMO of real estate. There is like no property staying on the market for more than 2 days. There is 30 people in each auction trying to buy the house. Based on insights from our community members, there's like parents taking loans on their mortgage to buy their kids' real estate because the interest rate is very low, almost zero, and it's very easy to get a loan and mortgage. And if it's very easy, and if it's like that, you need to really think about it, people. I'm very concerned about people. I'm very concerned about people really hurting themselves. It doesn't look good. This is euphoric. This is out of proportion. This is not, it doesn't look good. Sorry, it doesn't look good. I don't like this. A lot of people are going to get hurt. A lot of people are going to get really hurt. And to go into debts, severe debts with mortgages in this landscape, this could affect the whole lifetime. This could take 10, 20 years to get out of. So please do your homework, people. Don't go into the FOMO. Don't follow the herd. Follow the shepherd inside of you. And, also with crypto, there's 5,000 coins. Don't go and buy something because any YouTuber told you to buy it, because they say to you, yeah, we'll buy this now, we sell it there. It's all speculative. Everyone speculating, right? Me too. I speculate too. But I speculate based on data, on fact, on real data. Like, I'm not speculating on some airy-fairy stuff. There's, again, 5,000 coins. You can go and buy, I don't know if it exists, but go and buy Mumbo Jumbo coin. Mumbo Jumbo. You can buy it in 0.001 cent. And you might do a 10,000x because it's going to go to $1. Be careful. Be careful. It's very easy to create a blockchain coin and says like, oh, it's a new coin, it's this and that. And then you got like rug pull, people doing exit scams, getting out. Don't jump on shit coins. Your main thing is Bitcoin. Remember that. Don't underestimate Bitcoin. Your main thing is Bitcoin. Your secondary is Ethereum. And then after that, spread out if you want to spread out. But if you want to keep it simple, just stick to Bitcoin. The safest, long and steady wins the race. The king, Bitcoin. That's what the big money is buying. Then when they have spare change, they buy Ethereum. Then they buy Litecoin. Like this week, there was a post in our community that there was like a big purchase of like quite a few $1 million worth of Litecoin because their smart money is buying the blood in the street. Did you buy it? It's about to pop, I believe, soon. I think we're going to have a very bombastic April in the crypto space. Very bombastic April. But then you need to plan it. You need to plan in advance because it's going to get very quick. And it's going to get very volatile and very bullish and very like boom. Everything's just going to go like boom, 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 boom. And you're going to get caught in all the noise and the updates and the YouTubers and the coin and this and that. Sell, buy. Plan from now. Before it starts. Plan. Look at your coins, what you've got. think, okay, what price did you buy it? You did 3 times, 4 times your money. Sell a bit, sell what you put in. You made 5 times, 10 times your money, take another 30% out. You did 20 times your money, another. Just scale your way out. But don't wait for that bombastic price to sell everything. Just scale your way out. Don't be greedy. Be careful of the greed. Greed is a very sneaky thing. It can creep into everyone, no matter how good person you are. Greed is there. It's coming through our ego. It's like, I want more. Be satisfied. What satisfies you? Where will you be satisfied? If you don't know when you will be satisfied, then you'll never be satisfied. You'll always want more, So yeah, avoid greed, avoid FOMO, keep it cool, keep it relaxed, zoom out, look at the big picture, and this relates to life as well. Back to the chart. Sun 6 degrees 47 minutes, Venus 7 degrees 2 minutes right now, and Chiron 8 degrees 44 minutes of Aries. This means that through this week into tomorrow, Venus is going to kick into the 8 degree, and the Sun is going to kick into the 8 degree, and we're going to have the full moon, and I'm going to show it to you now. Let's move to tomorrow. Here it is. And here it is, the full moon. Here is the full moon. Monday at 5:48 a.m. Okay, so 5:48 a.m. on Monday. That's why we do the journey on Sunday evening. And basically, the moon is in Libra, 8 degrees 18 minutes. The Sun, 8 degrees 18 minutes. Chiron, 8 degrees 49 minutes. Venus, 8 degrees 56 minutes. This is nuts. The fact that we have a full moon with the Sun, Venus, Chiron conjunction, this is not something that happens very often. This is very this is very special. This is very, very special. And to have a full moon with Chiron, usually full moon is the time where we release pain and emotions and suffering and blockages and stuff. And with Chiron means that the wound is being illuminated. The wound is up there, right on the main platform. It's like your deepest wounding, your deepest insecurity. This is in Aries, so it's about the self. Your insecurity, your self-identity, your desires, your wants, your self-image. When you were humiliated, when you were shamed, where you were blamed, where there was guilt upon you, where you were abandoned, where, your girlfriend dumped you, your boyfriend dumped you, your girlfriend cheated on you, your boyfriend cheated on you, your partner scammed you, your business partner scammed you, your best friend stole from you, your favorite teacher put you down in classroom one day. Your best friend in school suddenly told you she doesn't want to be your friend anymore. It's not just now, it's from childhood. It's from when we developed our self-identity and how we developed it. And so, if you are overweight as a child, that affects you. That affects it. It's always like a source of wounding there, that as a child you experience that overweight, which behind it there is the emotional pain. That's why it was overweight. Overweight is a result of unresolved pain. So it's been comforted by food, by sugar, by things that are not really good necessarily, but they feel good in the moment because you want to feel good because you're not feeling good. So you use food as comfort, you use sugar, you eat a lot of chocolate because you're missing on sweetness in your life. Life is a bit bitter, so you keep on eating sugar just to get that happy, because I'm not happy, so that's overweight. And if you're overweight, then you might have body image issues. If you have body image issues, you might have experienced rejection. Maybe other boys rejected you, maybe other girls rejected you, maybe you were laughed at the pool, maybe you were laughed at the beach, maybe you were laughed at school, maybe you were bullied as a child, Maybe you're a child in unsafe household. Maybe your father was a bit abusive. Maybe your mother was abusive. Maybe both of your parents were abusive. Maybe you didn't had parents and that's the wound. Maybe you were abandoned as a child. Maybe you were adopted. All these things, they affect us. And, maybe you failed something you really, really wanted to achieve. You thought you're going to be a karate master. And then, suddenly, a tough time in your life made you drop from karate and you never really became a karate master. All kind of things. So this is Aries. And with Chiron, it means that we are really facing that. Really, really facing that. And what is the desire? The desire of Chiron is not to wound you. Chiron is the wounded healer. He is the wise teacher. Chiron wants to help us heal. And I'm saying that, and I'm seeing on the clock recording is exactly 1 hour and 11 minutes, 111. So Chiron is the teacher of the wound because it brings this friction in our life through wounding experiences in order for our consciousness to become conscious of the unconscious pain, of the unconscious insecurity, of the programming that injured us, basically. And so Chiron wants us to heal. It was by feeling the pain, we are healing the pain. By confronting the pain, we are healing, we are illuminating the pain. But when we suppress or repress, it's an antidote that is working temporary. But on a long term, it means that there will be even greater damages. Because you're not attending to your wound, because you're not attending to your unconscious pain or conscious pain as well, You can consciously think about yourself that you're ugly. Consciously you can say, I will never be desired by someone because I'm fat, or because I'm short, or because I have short fingers, or because I have one eyebrow, because my ears are a bit big, or because I don't have hair and I'm bald, because I have fluffy stomach, or because I have awkward toes, because my right shin is different than my left shin. For girls, maybe I'm flat breast and I wish I had big breast. Maybe I have big breast and I wish I had smaller breast. For men, you know exactly what we're talking about because that's the main thing of men. Big enough, small enough, long enough, short enough, wide enough, skinny enough, all these things. It's like you always wanted 6-pack, but you have 1-pack, It's like there's so many things we do to ourselves, I'm not smart enough. I'm not beautiful enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy. I don't have luck. I'm poor. I always get the crappiest cards in my life. No one loves me. No one wants to be with me. No one's really desiring me. This is all this Chiron in Aries. Like, oh, look at me. I'm such a victim. I'm wounded. There's no hope. And here comes the Sun and Venus into it. And say, hey, beautiful boy. Hey, beautiful girl. I sat in a tipi one time with a Mexican shaman. And he did the most beautiful childlike song. And he goes like his drum, his shamanic drum. Ready? Baby boy, baby boy, baby boy, baby boy. Daddy loves you, mommy loves you, everybody loves you. Baby girl, baby girl, baby girl, baby girl. Daddy loves you, mommy loves you, everybody loves you. Simple song, but it was so enlightening, it was so healing. Just to hear, it's like, hey, baby boy, baby girl, everyone loves you. You're beautiful, you're wonderful, you're so talented, you're so unique, There's so much goodness in you. You've got such beautiful gifts, You may not be beautiful, but you have a heart of gold. You may not be tall, but oh my God, good things come in small packages. You may not be the smartest cookie in the shop, but your sense of compassion is beyond measure. You may be a bit weirdo, not really mingling in the crowd, but you are such an amazing, unique artist. You may be a bit overweight, but God, you are such a lover. There's always an antidote. There's always an antidote. There's the wound and there's the gift. We all have our wound, we all have our gift. And we need to take our gift, and with our gift to put the healing balm on our wound and say, you know what? You are short, but I still love you. You are skinny, and I still love you. You are fat, and I still love you. You're stupid, and I still love you. You're smart, and I love you. You're talented, and I love you. Maybe you are nothing, and I still love you. Even if you are nothing, I still love you because I love you. Venus comes into that party together with Chiron the sun, and Venus is the goddess of love, and it's like, hey, let's heal this pain, beautiful boy. Let's heal this pain, beautiful girl. Let's take action. Let's assert ourselves. You know, maybe you're in a relationship that is wounding you because you didn't really kind of assert yourself. You forgot about your self-value and self-worthiness, and with the time you became like a loose leaf in the relationship, and suddenly you're taken for granted, or, you know, suddenly you've been devalued, maybe you've been mistreated, and you go like, you know what, at the end of the day, it's my fault, because I've allowed that to happen. So I now realize that the way the relationship is has been wounding me, and I now assert myself to ask for what I need, to declare what I need, to set up my boundaries, Aries, myself, my needs, my wants, my desires, my way, my life. It's my life that I'm living. It's my story that I'm writing. It's my beautiful piece of cosmic art that I'm co-creating in my life, as my life. And so I am the one that need to command. What do I want? But with Aries, it can be a bit fiery because we're coming from a wounded place. It can be a bit aggressive, can be a bit angry or frustrated or upset. And that would be the wrong way to go. It's a full moon. Everyone's going to feel stuff. Everyone's going to have things coming up for them. And we're dealing with a wound here. Everyone's going to feel their wound. And one wound will play with the other wound. You know, one will poke the other one and one will poke the other one. And traumas suddenly starting to play together. You know, she has a trauma like that, he has a trauma like that, and suddenly her trauma interacts with his trauma, and his trauma interacts with their traumas, and they both interacting through trauma, through pain, instead of through love. And so the trauma and the pain, the unconscious, is really coming up to the surface in relationships to show what the duck just happened to us. How did we get here? Why is this like that? Why are we like that? And how do we want it to be? Because this is not good. This is not happy. This is not healthy. This is not beautiful. This is not loving. This is not passionate. This is not attractive. This is not sexy. This is not intimate. This is where we are all are. I'll just say for a moment, I'll show a message of Adrienne. Hello, beautiful Adrienne. And hello, Ruth Camp. And hello, Jess. And Ima, Shabbat Shalom, Chag Sameach, Ima, אוהב אותך. And Jaded, Jenny. Wow, I came in the most divine moment. Woohoo! Excellent. And so, got out of the vortex there now. I'm talking about all this Venus, Chiron, Sun. Okay? So Venus is coming to reassess each individual. Aries, it's the individual self, the ego self, the identity of each one of us. We're all being forced to go back into that individual space, coming into our own individual self. No longer disappearing and losing ourselves in the other. It's about come here in your heart, in your Venus, in your home, in your money, in your wallet, in your hardware wallet, in your bank account, in your portfolio of investments, in your sex life, in your pleasure life, in your physical health, your own health. Come here. Forget about the others right now. Come here. What's going on, boy? What's going on, girl? Why are you feeling this pain? Why are you repeating these cycles? Why are you traumatizing yourself? Why are you hurting yourself? Why are you allowing yourself to be a victim of life? Stop it. It's time to let it go. It's time to shift it. It's time to raise your consciousness to a whole new level that can interact with this wound on a different level that is not chaining you anymore. It's time to heal the broken hearts. It's time to heal the broken love. If it's within you, only you, if it's within the relationship, if the relationship needs to stay, but both hearts need to heal a lot and to work and to heal the relationship, or if the relationship needs to go away, to be detached, closed, ended, in order for broken hearts to heal back into their own sovereignty of love. Whatever the way is, do not fear it. Do not fear it. No fear can enter here, because love is what I feel. So you just be love. You keep being an agent of love, even if it's uncomfortable, even if it's painful, even if it's traumatic, even if it's chaos, even if it's intense, scary, frightening. It can be frightening, but don't allow the fear in. Stand in your sovereignty. Stand in your true value. Stand in who you are. Stand in what you deserve. Stand in what you're worthy of. Stand in your values. As you reassess your values, stand in those that you find important and express them. Communicate them. There's a lot of communication needed in this time, and I'll show you why. Because last week what we had, Mercury here on your 9 o'clock, here, Mercury 9 o'clock, yellow symbol, is on the 19 degrees. But earlier this week, Mars, let me go back to, this is the full moon, right? So on the full moon, Mars already passed the north node of the moon, okay? This is the chart of the full moon. Let's finish with that first before I go to the other planets. So this harmonizing but deeply healing process of Venus, Chiron, and the Sun is happening while Venus is now eclipsed by the Sun, going through the process we spoke about in the beginning. The 40 days, 40 nights, stripping into the underworld, stripping naked, taking off your dress, taking off your bra, taking off your undies, taking off your skin, taking off your flesh, going back to the core of who you are as a child of love, in order to reconnect with that. And this is now a process that is doing a big purging, initiated on this full moon, 40 days, 40 nights purging till the beginning of May, around the 10th of May, where Venus is going to come out as the evening star, beginning a new year-and-a-half cycle. Okay? And so this is very powerful initiation of healing broken hearts, healing self, wounded self, relationships, healing, a lot of healing. What is this? Stephanie? This is making perfect sense for my life right now. It's amazing how it's all... Of course, that's what we're doing it for. The beautiful thing about astrology, it gives us that perspective. It gives us it's like in the charts of crypto. You zoom out into the planets. You zoom out into the solar system. And then it just gives us that comfort of understanding that what we are going through as individuals has explanation. It has a legit reason. It has a legit purpose, because I'm showing you the process mechanism and why is it happening and where is it taking us to. And you can go as further out to the future as you want with it, basically, and to the past as well. So, okay, yeah, we're all dealing with something. I hope Jenny, you wrote you wrote that your daughter is Aries, and yeah, you're dealing with that. Well, the thing is that, if you really want to get into the bottom line of this, then what you really want to process is, how is this dynamic with your 13 years old Aries daughter represent some pain that you carry from your childhood? That's when you get to the real bottom. You see, if the children frustrate you, if the children touch you, it means that it's in your inner childhood, your inner child, that has some pain around that which upset you with your children. There's a bit of an insight for you. But again, back to the chart. As you can see, there's a lot we can talk about. Venus, Chiron, Sun, 8 degrees Aries, in opposition to the Moon in 8 degrees 18 minutes Libra. Okay? Libra is opposition to Aries. If Aries is all about self, Libra is coming as the balance and say, excuse me, Aries, it's not all about you. There's also others. The fact that you want it like that, fair enough, but I want it like that. So we have to come into some justice, some fairness. That's Libra. Fairness, justice, balance, equality. We need to find the balance back. Some things are out of balance. What is taking you out of balance? How is your inner wound, your insecurity, your pain, how is that interfering your inner balance of being in a good relationship with yourself, being in a good relationship with the world, with life? Where is the unbalance? Where is that pain that you need to let go of in order to achieve the harmonizing equality that will install justice and fairness to all the people involved? So this is about you, it's about your partner and you, it's about your kids and you, it's about your job and you, your co-workers, your friends, your family. It's all your relationships. Now look how also the moon is also trining Mars and the North Node, so it's harmonizing towards the future. It's very beneficial for the future, the healing that is being done. And the moon is also trining Saturn. So it's a long-term success. It's a long-term effect. Failure or success, long-term. And Saturn is asking us to look for things that actually can commit. We'll be more inclined to look for things that are more about long-term commitment. Meaning that you'll be less, as a single person, you'll be less inclined to look for on Tinder for another partner for a fun night. You'll be more looking into dating sites to find your husband or your wife, which will basically grow a family together in the next chapter of your life. You're not going to look for another casual job that can kind of pay you the easy money. You're going to look for more long-term job that you can kind of grow and flourish in. You're not going to look for quickies anymore. You're going to look for a beautiful, long-lasting lovemaking. And you're not going to only look for long-lasting lovemaking, you want to have kids, you want to have babies, fertility is peaking right now. And so it's like people want to find safety and security in all kind of forms in their relationships, in their life. And so this is the alignments of the moon into Saturn and the moon into the North Node and Mars, and also the fact that Saturn is also trining. So Saturn is in a great trine, you see? Saturn, Moon, Mars and North Node. And then also Saturn is also trining the North Node and Mars. So it's although it's very powerful, uncomfortable, could be painful, and full moon, this process that is happening now is stripping us naked to the core of our soul. And it wants us to release and let go of past patterns in relationships. Because maybe you have a good relationship, but for some reason there is this weird friction happening. You keep on bouncing on each other's trauma. You keep on bouncing on each other. It's like when you say that, he reacts like that. When he says that, you react like that. And you don't understand why it's happening. And then you go and you do some work together. You work on yourself. You heal yourself. You come to terms with the fact that you react like that because it reminds you of how your dad spoke to you. Or you react like that because of how your mom spoke to you. So this is how it works. And it's like you have to really go inside yourself and realize, how are you sabotaging your life? Where are you sabotaging your relationship? Where is your unconscious wound playing with you and just, keep on chipping on you? And this is what this full moon is about, is really to go deep into your wound. Childhood wound, insecurities, all these things around self, and really come to this place of, I need to make up my mind, I need to change the way I think, I need to change my perception, I need to change my value system, I need to change my philosophy, my belief system, and I'll tell you why I'm saying all these things, and we need to talk about it. No more hiding, no more blanketing, no more covering with sugarcoat, no. Let's be real. Let's communicate. Let's confront. Let's talk. What the duck is going on here? Why when I say that, you say that? Why do you tell me this? Why do you treat me like that? Why do you behave like that? I want to know because I want to assimilate how I should interact with you. Where are you in my life? Are you in? Are you out? Do I want you? Do I don't want you? Am I valued? Am I not valued? Am I worthy? Am I not worthy? Do I deserve this? Do I deserve more? Do I deserve less? So we have to talk. We have to talk. But we have to talk with Mercury in Pisces. And Mercury in Pisces on this full moon, look at your 9 o'clock, 19 degrees Pisces. Who is here? Neptune, 21 degree Pisces. So the mental mind communicator is coming into the dreamtime Neptune, which is the channel of spirit. So this is a very powerful, on one hand, it's a very powerful process of spiritualizing our perception, connecting back to our true spiritual understanding of life and who we are as souls, as spirits, and channeling that which we know that we are, channeling that which we really want from spirit, guided by the divine order. But it can also mean that the mind could be completely delusioned, completely deceived, completely fogged and confused, because that's the shadow side of Neptune. So if you are not gonna connect with your higher self and spirit in meditation, in journaling, in whatever you do in order to connect to spirit, if it's in prayer, lighting a candle, incense, whatever it is, if you're not gonna do this process through that, you basically will deny your true spirit, your true soul that is beyond your Chiron. It's like beyond your wound, it's beyond your personality, it's who you are as a soul before you came down to earth, and what you know deep inside of you that is your true value and true self. If you're not going to connect with that, you're going to find yourself very confused, delusioned, and deceived by your unconscious, false self, Chiron, based on your false, wounded self that tells you you should leave him now because he doesn't hug you. But wait a second, he does work hard, pay the bill, he's always there for you as a friend, he always protects you, always guides you, but he doesn't hug you as much as you want and you want to leave him? Yes, because my mom left my dad. Oh, okay. So is it you or is it not you? I'm just giving you an example, you know. Delusion, confused, deceived by your subconscious trauma, by your subconscious mind narrative that is not really you, it's more based on your wound. Or are you going to get really clear and really a channel of love? Neptune is high love, the divine love, compassion, understanding. If you're not going to do it through the Neptune Mercury light side of compassion, compassionate and loving communication, I'm asserting myself, but I'm not forcing myself. I'm not disempowering you by stepping into my power. No, I'm stepping into my power. I stand in my power, and I speak to you my truth with love and compassion. There's no hard feelings. We're all humans. We all do mistakes. You've hurt me. This is how you've hurt me. When you say that, when you do that, when you behave like that, it hurts me. I also know why it hurts me, because when I was a child, this happened to me and that happened to me. We have to become vulnerable in order for this to happen. And it's a risk. It's a risk we have to take if we want to discover the true gem. But only if we become vulnerable and honest with each other and reveal our true self, which is a beautiful child. They just got wounded a bit, traumatized a bit, and those traumas and those wounds became like their own, they developed their own life form and behave as us. And we didn't even realize that we got hijacked by our own wounded false self. And then we wake up to that by a crisis, a healing crisis like this full moon. And so it's being illuminated, and then a process is starting to unfold. It's not going to happen just this week. It's a process that is going to unfold. There's much more coming. Much more coming. Because this happens now. Around the 10th of May, Venus will come out as the evening star, and a new journey of Venus kind of illuminating the evening star will become. At that time also what happens is that we're going to have the second square of Jupiter, of Saturn and Uranus in June. The third one comes in December. There's quite a big process happening this year that, as I said at the beginning, it's happening gradually and then suddenly. But the gradually is already happening now. In crypto, in the stock markets, in the real estates, in investments, in your personal relationships, in your jobs, in the health department, in the governments, in the law and order. Everywhere you look, there is a big change brewing. Everyone feeling it. That's why everyone's trying to feel safe by buying a property, or by buying silver, or by buying crypto, or by buying toilet paper, or by buying chewing gums, or by buying tuna cans, you know. Everyone have their own way of acquiring safety and security, because we forget that we are always safe and secure. We are always safe and secure. Even in the moment of insecurity, we're still secure within ourselves. Even in the moment of fear, we still have love within ourselves. We just forgot it. And because we forgot it, we've got out of that frequency. And all we need to do is to come back into that frequency. Don't be afraid, little boy. Don't be afraid, little girl. Come back into love. Remember who loves you. Remember that I love you. Remember that mommy loves you. Remember that daddy loves you. Remember that your friends love you. Remember that you're loved. Even if you don't have friends and you don't have mommy and you don't have daddy, you are still loved by the angels. You're still loved by creations. So come back to that. And from that place, Venus and Mercury, speak from there of your true love, of your true essence, of your true heart, of your true soul, of what disturbs you, what hurts you, what you would wish to heal and to change and to improve and to get better. It's a lot of communication happening. And this has started from last week when Mercury was on the 13th degree. He basically squared Mars and the North Node. But now, I just want to go back to now, because right now, Mars is past the North Node of the Moon. I'm going to take it back to show you when it exactly happened. I'm going to move a few hours forward. Oh, I passed it, sorry. Here we go. Let's move a few minutes forward. Oh, sorry, I went too far. There we go. Mars and the South Node on the 14, 15. Here we go. Saturday today at 2:28 a.m. So last night, late last night, no wonder I couldn't sleep. Oh my God, I only went to bed at 2 a.m. I couldn't fall asleep. That makes sense. That makes sense. I found myself like doing all kind of plannings. I had to kind of do something with myself. I was like, I can't fall asleep. I have a sick family at home, and I'm like, okay. I had a full-on day with a migraine, weird day. So just sitting, doing my charts and planning my trades, and that makes sense now, because Mars was together with the North Node, the exact conjunction. Last night, what last night? Less than 24 hours. And this basically, here comes the warrior. Mars rules Aries. So here's the ruler of Aries coming into the North Node of the Moon, which basically governs the archetype of our future destiny. This is a push to action, not a call to action. This is a push. We are being pushed. We are being forced to come to decisions, to come to conversations, to come to realizations. This is Gemini. Let's talk about it. Let's research. Let's do our own research. Let's look online. Let's talk to that friend. Let's talk to that friend. Let's talk to that counselor. Let's talk to the lawyer. Let's talk to this. And let's talk to the partner. We need to talk about what's going on here. Where are we going with this? Where is this relationship going to? Where is this job going to? Where is my crypto going to? What am I going to do? When am I going to sell? What am I going to buy? How am I going to move the money? When am I going to open an account? How am I going to buy silver? How am I going to sell my property? How am I going to buy my property? All these things. It's like, let's get going, let's take action, let's realize, like, I have troubles with my partner, how am I going to solve it? Let's talk about it, let's think about it with my child, with my parent, with whatever it is, let's talk about it. For some people, over the last few days, it already was happening as uncomfortable conversations. It's very possible that you experience some harsh dynamics with other people. It's very possible that you've experienced similar wounding experiences from your past again. If it was by being rejected by another person, abandoned by another person, blamed, shamed, all these yucky things, mud balls, crap balls that thrown at you, very possible you had to confront them in the last few weeks, in the last few days into this weekend. And most possibly it's been very wounding. It kind of hurts, kind of put you into pain and deep reflections, and that's what you're supposed to do. So this conjunction happened there, and as Mars, the ruler of Aries, right? All this is happening. Venus is still with the Sun on the 6th degree. Chiron here. So all this is in Aries territory, okay? And this is Eris, the goddess of discord, chaos, war, blood. She is still squaring Pluto. So it's like Eris is the sister of Pluto. So it's kind of like the Lord of the Underworld, Death and Rebirth, is square in Aries, the goddess of discord, war, chaos, 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 chaos. Is like chaos, fear of death, chaos, chaos, poo, chaos, relationships break down, chaos, financial world looks funny, chaos, Mother Earth is doing funny things, chaos, chaos, chaos. All this is happening. While Venus, Chiron, and the Sun in Aries together, don't be afraid, don't be scared. Come on, get your confidence, get your worthiness. Come on, enough with this insecurity. Mars comes into the north node of the moon. You have to change your mind. You have to change your narrative. You have to change the way you look at yourself, change the way you think about yourself, change the way you talk to other people, change the way you allow other people to talk to you. Change your plan. Make sure that your plan is empowering. It's time now to decide for your own future. Make your own decisions. It's your life. Don't be afraid. Go for it. That's the energy, basically. All planets moving direct. Go for it, go for it, go for it. This happened in square to Mercury, the ruler of Gemini, in Pisces. But I don't know what to do. It's all so confusing. It's like, is it my trauma brain or is it my spiritual guidance? Oh, what is going on? High spirit, great spirit, come. What is the message for this entire community that is watching right now? This is like Neptune and Mercury in Pisces, the oracle card. What is the message that all these people need to know right now? Anger. Even though you are bursting inside, you need to remain calm. Dig deep and find the strength to activate the self-control that lies within you. Bam! In your face, live on air. Could you make that up? That this card will come while I'm talking about Aries, the fire, the aggression, the assertion, with Chiron, the pain, the wound, us needing to look deep within and understand what it is, Venus, healing, our life, relationship, Mars with the North Node. All this is happening, then this comes to you. This comes to you. Even though you are bursting inside, you are angry, you are upset, you are hurting, you are in pain, you want change, you can't take this anymore, you want to find safety, you are angry at the universe, angry at life. You need to remain calm. Mercury, Neptune in Pisces, compassion, understanding, calmness. Aries, self-control, self-preservance. Master your power, master your fire. Only when you master your fire, you can cook food. If you don't master your fire, your food will get burned. Just a second. Fire. Fire can warm up your house. It can lead up your house. It can cook your food. And it will keep you warm. But it could also burn your house. Burn your food. Burn you. Burn your life. If you don't know to master your fire. Dig deep. Full moon in Aries with Chiron and Venus. Dig deep. And find the strength, Aries, Mars with the North Node, find the strength and the courage to activate. North Node with Mars, activate the self-control that lies within you. Bam. Awesome. I love spirit guidance. So, on this full moon, going back to the full moon, going back to now, and I'm going to move it one day forward. On the 29th, we've got Mercury, Neptune. There we go. 29, Mercury comes into Neptune. 20th, here we are. We move a few hours forward. Oh, past it, sorry. Too fast, Mercury is flying. Everything is flying. Told you, all the planets are flying. So it's go, go, go. Whatever it is you need to do. If you need to get crypto, if you haven't got crypto yet, get going. Don't buy it yet. Wait for the dip, but get going. Get your plan into action. Don't sit there and wait for the moment to come and then you're stressing and you're FOMOing and your anxiety and your stress and I wish I could, I wish I would. Just get going. Now don't tell me I don't have money. You have $50, you have $5. That's better than nothing. Put $5 in. Don't block your future abundance by lack mentality of the present. If you can buy yourself a coffee, you can buy yourself $5 worth of Bitcoin. If you can buy yourself some crap food, or a cake, or a Kit Kat, or whatever, you can buy yourself $5 worth of Bitcoin. Yeah, but it's only $5. What's not going to make any difference? It's going to make a difference. Because it's more than none. Okay? but I don't know how to do it. Join us. Do something about it. Join like-minded people. Come to a place where you can be empowered, can be educated, know how to do it, and then you will be empowered as well. You will know as well, but you need to act upon it. Mars with the North Node. You need to act upon it. You need to make up your mind. You need to search for the information. You need to search for the empowering education, and then you'll be able to have a new ability, a new capacity, a new capability to take your life to a whole new future. Yes, there's going to be a financial reset. Yes, it's going to be a disaster. Yes, it's going to be chaos. It's going to be a financial Armageddon of a kind. But at the same time, there's going to be a whole new paradigm of finance being born. And if you put yourself at the right place at the right time, you're going to be on a whole new level in the future. There is an opportunity here. But in order to get the opportunity, Jupiter is flying through Aquarius. Jupiter is just like, I told you last week, everyone, get some Bitcoin, you better buy some Bitcoin, buy some silver, buy some Bitcoin, I'm out. He's flying through Aquarius, spreading the word to the people all around the world. Everyone, get some Bitcoin, the internet, everything is there. If you want, it's there. YouTube, Reddit, it's all there. Twitter, it's all there. But you need to go and look for it. In a few weeks from now, Jupiter's gonna move to Pisces. It's like, this is where I want it to be. Glass of wine in the bath, chilling, dream time with Pisces. But then it's like, okay, now I've got my reset. Now I need to go back to Aquarius and just help the people out again. And so you've got this opportunity now. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So on Tuesday at 10 past 2 p.m., Mercury is gonna conjunct Neptune. Okay. Pay very good attention to your dreams from now. Pay attention to your dreams, journal your dreams, but especially on Monday night. Monday night, Tuesday night, pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to your psychic intuition. This is very psychic energy. Neptune is high spirit, divine love, magic, miracles, messages. Mercury is communication, channeling. Psychics will have a blast of a day in this day. Psychics are going to be red hot. But we are all psychics. We all have intuition. We all have psychic abilities. We all have a knowing. So, pick up your oracle cards deck. Do a spread for yourself. Sit and meditate. Connect with spirit. Make sure you allow yourself time to connect with spirit on Monday, Tuesday, especially Tuesday. But Monday, Tuesday. Look, full moon Sunday, early morning. 36 hours later, Mercury with Neptune. But it's all happening at the same time. The Sun and Venus are still together, 9 and 10, only 1 degree apart now. Breaking, but still together. What else is happening? The Moon is at the end of Libra. So when this happens with Mercury and Neptune, the Moon is finalizing the debate, the arrangement, the conversations, Libra, installing the new fair and justice based on the process that happened here on the 18th degree of Libra. 8th degree of Libra. So the moon was on the full moon here, 8th degree. And then we move in, and the moon is coming to the end of Libra as Mercury is communicating, channeling from spirit how we need to go, what we need to do. And then, a few hours later, if it's not enough, then at 5 p.m. on Tuesday, the moon is moving to Scorpio. And here comes the intensity, here comes the transformation, here comes the death and rebirth, here comes the ending and birthing, the beginning. Here comes facing the fear, facing the abuse, the lies, deceptions, money, sex. Here it all comes up to the surface. The full moon process is still going on. As the moon moves into Scorpio, Mercury and Neptune are still together. Venus and the Sun are still together. So there's a lot of purging in relationships going to happen this week. Because this is continuing the full moon energy. This is not just the full moon, people. It's continuing. A lot of purging this week of relationships. Make sure you're an agent of compassion and love. Communicate from spirit, from truth, assertion, but with calmness. Master yourself. Be the better person. Even if you're being pulled into aggression, even if you're pulled into arguments or fiery, be the better person. Tranquilo. Iremise. Calm down. Tiraga. Calm down. Relax. Be the better person. See Jupiter, 22nd degree of Aquarius already? It's only a few months. a few months since it kicked in, January. And here we are at the end of March. It's already at the end of Aquarius. So this is now the final decade. This is where things are really coming into fruition. Jupiter is rewarding beneficially. Jupiter is going to bomb us with profits. Jupiter is going to bomb us with profits. Family of crypto family. There's going to be a lot of profits coming our way. A lot of profits coming our way. And as Jupiter enters Pisces, we are reaping our dreams. But don't hold on. I see you in the chat room. You keep on being blocked by your taxes. You hold on to your altcoins. If you miss the peak, you're going down. You're going down, okay? So it's like if you want to save a bit of tax, but you're going to hold on. If you could sell it in $30, but you didn't want to pay tax, but then you wait until the year of tax to run, and then you sell it for $5, but you're not paying much tax. It doesn't make sense. You know? If universe gave you a blessing, just take it. Of course, be conscious, be mindful, have your plan, but if the blessing comes and it's peaking and it's stopping, don't become too attached. It's investment. Don't marry your coins. Support them. You love your project, okay. Keep some, hodl some, but, don't. Seriously, I know it sounds weird, but don't. I've done that, and I'm not going to do it again. The only thing to hold on to is Bitcoin, as far as I'm concerned, basically. Some of them, Theta, I will hold Theta for a longer time. I will hold Ethereum for a longer time too. Some of them are worthy of holding for a long time, but the majority of my altcoins are going home to Bitcoin. They're not going to stay there. I've learned my mistakes. So here we are. What else we have in then? Then we're going to have Venus with Saturn. As we're moving through the week, Venus is going to come into the 11th degree. There we go. Venus, 11 degree, 14 minutes. And we'll move it some minutes until we kick into the 15 minutes. There you go. Venus, 11 degree, 15 minutes over Aries. And, Saturn moved to the 16. So I'll move to the 16, just to make it clear. Saturn on your 9 o'clock, 11 degrees, 16 minutes. Venus, 11 degrees, 16 minutes of Aries. And this is also, it's coming to say, like, look, Saturn is saying, we have to grow up. We have to mature. We have to make some serious decisions. This is about, this is for our future. It's for a long-term plan. And if it's beneficial for us to commit to each other and to stay together, we shall. And we shall do the hard work, and we shall work on healing ourselves and healing our relationship. It's going to be a hard path for a while. It's going to be some hard work, but it's going to be very rewarding. Long-term fruits, very rewarding. So put it like that, maybe unpleasant 6 months of counseling, but then you will get 20 years of happiness and joy and love. That kind of a concept. So Venus is still with the Sun here, and she kind of coming off the wound. She's coming off the wounded healer, and she's going down into the underworld, deep reflection. What's going on with me? And she meets Saturn. It's like, we need to really seriously look at this. We need to look at facts more than fiction, more than our fantasies and illusions and our wishy-washy beliefs about this relationship or about this person, about this job. We need to look at facts. This is what I told you at the beginning with crypto. Don't just go and buy something that someone told you to buy. Look at facts. Is it a long-lasting project? Does it have money behind it? Does it have good people around it? If you really want to commit to it long-term, if you want to hold, I'm hodling Theta for long-term. Why? The creator of YouTube is behind it. The creator of Twitch is behind it. Sony is in, Samsung is in, NASA is in. There's so much money invested in it by such big names in the industry of entertainment that I have no doubt that it will be highly beneficial for the future. I'm hodling Theta until it's in the thousands, and Theta will be in the thousands. You need to know when the right time to get in is, but Theta will be in the thousands, I believe, my personal belief. So, again, brought it back to that, but it's kind of in relationships. It's like Mercury is coming off Neptune, and it's kind of just downloaded some messages from Spirit. There's some insights going on, intuition, things clicking in. The unconscious becomes conscious, and vulnerable sharing, vulnerable communication. We are confronting the issues in our relationships. We are confronting the issues in ourselves. What is happening inside of us? Why are we reacting like that? Why are we behaving like that? Why do we live in the way we live? What is this false self we have created that we want to break free from? Passover, breaking free from slavery into freedom. Remember that one? So, and here comes the Venus to Saturn. After, as Mercury comes off Neptune, Moon is in Scorpio, so it's deep. Now Moon in Scorpio is also now at the time that this is happening, the square between Saturn and Venus. Pay attention to that. We're having an opposition between the Moon in Scorpio and Uranus in Taurus. Breaking free, revolutionary change, sudden, unexpected, shocking things just happen and change things forever. The lightning strike, evolutionary, innovation, innovate your relationship, innovate yourself. This like Moon in Scorpio, deep transformation, facing the abuse of sex and power and money, dynamic in relationships, facing the deep hurts, the deep traumas, facing the most intimate subjects, in opposition to Uranus, in order to break free. We want to break free from the trauma. We want to break free from the patterns of the past. We want to break free from suffering and pain that we just felt on this full moon. As the Venus with Saturn, we have to be serious about this. We have to make serious decision, even if it's hard, even if it's scary. We have to find the courage to stand in our true essence, because we just downloaded from Spirit what we need to know and our true guidance of love, and we're going for it with courage towards our future destiny. Do you see how beautiful this is? It's just beautiful. So, yeah, that's happened. And then a day after this happens with Venus and Saturn, a day after, comes the Sun, 11:08, Saturn 11:20, so I'm going to move a few hours forward. 11:20, 11:21, 11:23. There we go. Sun Saturn happened on Thursday, 7:40 a.m. And Sun Saturn, it's like Venus has kind of done this reflection with Saturn facing serious things, and also Venus Saturn is karma, so it's highly karmic. The process that is happening now, highly karmic towards the past, meaning if your relationship, you were in your integrity and you've done the right thing, that this will be very beneficial. But if you were not in integrity, if you have cheated or lied or hurt, this could actually be very uncomfortable, painful process of separation, of sadness, of grief. And overall, it's good for the long term because it will free you from this dynamic and in the future liberate you to a new place. But at the moment, you might face your wound of rejection, of abandonment with Chiron that is repeating again in your relationship because you have abused your power or your sex in your relationship, and now you're facing the karma of that. Universe force you to be responsible for your own actions of the past. That's how we learn and grow. So yeah, then comes the Sun with Saturn. Then the soul comes to Saturn and says, okay. So I allowed the goddess of love to speak until now, and she told me all this, and my masculine is basically acting for my future. So I'm here with intention to act for my future, while my feminine self is here governing the process, guided by high divine love that is channeling through the guidance for me. Now, Moon is still in Scorpio on Thursday. The Moon nodes, notice 12 degrees already, 34 minutes. This is getting closer and closer to the 10th degree. And as they reach the 10th degree, over here is Antares, the red giant, representing the dark angel, the underworld, the darkness. So there's a lot of underworld here. Venus is in the underworld, and the south node of the moon is going into the underworld here, right? And then the north node here is with Aldebaran, which is Archangel Michael degree. 10 degrees Archangel Michael degree. So you have like the light, Archangel Michael, divine protection, divine guidance, opposition to the dark forces, the lust, the desires, the corruption, So this is a big junction of, are we gonna be delusioned and deceived by this process and act from our unconscious dark wound, sabotaging wounded self that is gonna make us do chaotic actions that will basically be harmful for us and more wounding? Are we gonna follow the light? We're gonna follow the love, and we're gonna follow the guidance of the pure love and the pure light, and we'll see through the deception, through the illusions. We look at each other as divine children of love, as beings of love that sometimes do mistakes and sometimes get hurt, and we confront it and we talk about it and we be vulnerable and we expose ourselves so we can really be seen, and therefore we could be loved even more. The more vulnerable you are in your relationship, the more loved you will be able to be, because you are fully seen. Nothing is hidden. It's honesty, transparency, intimacy on true levels. This is this week for you. I'm just showing you. It's not just a full moon and done. It's a whole week of a process. And very beneficial week. So great time to meditate this week. Sound healing meditations on Sunday. 7 p.m. is booked, but 11 a.m. is available. And then on Thursday at 7 p.m. we will meditate with this energy of Sun, Saturn. As Venus is still with, so it's kind of like Sun, Venus with Saturn. As the moon is still in Scorpio, that will be our meditation on Thursday night if you want to join us. And just for the sake of ending the week, I'm going to go to Friday. Friday, the moon is coming into the south node, so we are feeling the past. We are really kind of processing the past. Here we are. I'm going to move a few hours forward, so it's exactly moon in Sagittarius together with the south node. Here we are. And it's in opposition to the north node. Mars is already 17, moving forward, action, realization, configuration, arrangement, agreement, signing documents, signing contracts. Gemini, go, initiate whatever you need to initiate in your life for your future now. Do you need to sell your real estate? Sell it now. Do you need to buy real estate? Think about it again. Do you need to buy crypto? Get ready. Do you need to buy silver? Get going. There's already shortages of silver, by the way. It's coming from around the world. Unallocated silver is in big trouble. There's not enough silver to cover the unallocated silver, so the form of silver already starting, if you haven't joined in that part as already as well. But what else is happening here? Venus is breaking from the sun, but still traveling with it. And we are having... it's coming into an alignment with Mars very soon. I'll move a day forward into Saturday, the 3rd of April. And here we have what I wanted to show. I wanted to show something here. I had something to show here. Oh, yeah. Mercury is coming to the end of Pisces. So this is, the mind is really getting a bit lost, a bit confused. This is where things become very clear. So it's like this double-edged sword, right? You can get very confused, very lost, escaping, becoming more and more lost because you don't want to face it, confront it, reveal the truth. Or you are actually acting upon it, talking, conversing, negotiating, and there is an opening, there's realizations, there is messages coming through, there is a whole new transformation happening for you. Miracles, magic, Pisces. Miracles, magic, healing. Okay? So this is your Saturday. And then I will see you next Sunday again. Here is your Sunday. Next Sunday when we'll meet, Mercury will move into Aries. That's it. Okay? So this is the week for you, beautiful family. And we need to finish this live stream. And I will say, roll king. Thank you for the clarity. I've been pondering on that just yet. I need to divorce my altcoins. Not yet. And don't divorce them, just send them with your blessing of love and gratitude. Thank you, Om Mantra. Thank you, Litecoin. Thank you, Digibyte. Thank you. Bless you. You want to keep on supporting them? Okay, keep 10% of your holding. Keep it there for support. But, if you sold 90%, then it doesn't really mind you because you made more than you need profit from it. But yeah, don't do what I did 3 years ago. Learn from my mistakes. It wasn't fun. I love you all, family. Thank you so much for your love and support. And thank you for everything that you do in your contribution in the community. If you want to join us once again, patreon.com/healingdelight. It will be great to have you with us, supporting us. Thank you so much. Through our website, healingdelight.com, you've got all the affiliate links for the crypto, your wallets, your exchanges, your Caleb & Brown brokerage, your safety equipment. If you have a hardware wallet, I recommend you to go to the website, and you will see at the bottom of the affiliate links, there is a link to Bill Fodel. And Bill Fodel is a metal disc that is used to back up your 24 words. It's important because it protects you from the danger of fire or flood. So it's on a metal disc. And get yourself a Faraday bag as well, which is protecting your hardware wallet from EMF radiation, solar flares, whatever can happen. It protects it from that. So very important. And yeah, wait for the dip. And when the dip comes, get in. 44,000 US dollar, 43.5, maybe 40,000 US dollar if we're lucky. That's the range. If you want to be safe, I'll say 44. Good luck. I love you lots. I will see you next week. And I'm happy you enjoyed it. I'm going to celebrate Passover now. And may we all break free from slavery, our own slavery. You see how it comes close in a full circle? Passover. We have to break free from the slavery of our chiron, of our wound, of our trauma, of our pain. We have to take action in order and create alchemy. Neptune, Pisces, Mercury, Moses. Act of alchemy to speak the truth to the pharaohs with no fear, with the love of the divine, protection of the divine, Archangel Michael protection and guidance, and say, this shall be free. This shall be done. And be it asserted with love and compassion. Be the better person. I love you all so much. Have a fantastic week. And I want to finish again in the same way we opened, because it was so powerful. And so I'm going to do it now. Wait, just a second. Organizing it for you. Peace, love, and happiness to you all, beautiful people. You stay good. You stay good. You stay love. Love you lots.
I want to encourage somebody out there who's thinking about quitting and giving up. Somebody who has been praying for years for things to turn around. You're thinking about quitting. You're thinking about giving up. You are folding. You are caving in. This is for you.
You're in this storm and you're down on your knees and you're cold and you're weak and you feel like this is the end. You have a choice to either give up or keep going. Give up or get up.
Don't give up. Don't give up. Stay in it. Stay focused.
When you fail, try again and again and again. You just take one step at a time.
It's hard, but it's worth fighting. It's worth believing. It's worth mustering yourself up, standing up inside yourself. It's worth fighting relentlessly, never giving up.
I love the sun, but things don't grow because of the sun. You have to have some rain. And you've got to stop looking at rain in your life as something bad. My greatest moments didn't come from my greatest moments. My greatest moments came from my greatest defeats. Because it was during my defeat that I had to find a way to get back up. You thought for 1 minute that you broke me. You got me twisted. I am not phenomenally skilled, but phenomenally willed. I will not give up. I will not surrender. I will not quit. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop running towards your dream. Stay encouraged. Stay encouraged. Keep your head up. Stick your chest out. Continue to walk with pride. And know if it was easy, everybody would do it. It's not going to be easy, but we have what it takes. Their rough times are going to come, but they have not come to stay. They have come to pass. Don't say I'm having a bad day. Say I'm having a character building day. Don't look at night as darkness. Look at night as a new beginning.
Love you, family. BenLionelScott.com. Love you, family. Have a great week.